Yo, what up y'all? My name is Temp. Welcome to my complete walkthrough of Liurnia of the Lakes. In this video we'll be covering Eastern Liurnia. I hope you guys enjoy the video, learn something new. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe to join the Room Temp Gaming family. It helps out tremendously and is so much appreciated. So let's get started. So to get started here guys, I wanted to go to the Limgrave Divine Tower so you guys can kind of see how you activate Godric's Great Rune now that we are heading into the second story area. So all we gotta do here is travel to the Divine Tower of Grace, which we picked up during our Limgrave walkthrough in Stormveil Castle. And when you get here, you're just gonna go all the way to the end of this bridge. You can fight these guys if you want to. I am getting destroyed by them right now, so I'm gonna run past them for the sake of the walkthrough. I'm definitely gonna kill this guy though, because these guys are a little bit easier. Do keep in mind I am gonna have things sped up more than normal through this walkthrough, or it would have been a 3-hour video. So once you get to the end of this bridge, take the Waygate. You'll go to the other side of it, and you'll just travel up the tower, and we can activate Godric's Great Rune. Now when you activate the Great Runes, you can then equip them at a Site of Grace. Once you equip them and you have a Rune Arc item in your possession, you can, the Rune Arc items are consumables, and when you consume them you gain the power of the Rune Arc itself. So they're good things to have when you're going into a boss fight or hitting something you're not too good at hitting. So we go up here, we activate it, and there you go, it's now activated. Alright, so the first part of this is going to be the bottom part of Eastern Liurnia, and we are starting right where we left off at after Stormveil Castle. Boc is sitting here. You can exhaust all of his dialogue, and then there's a new NPC, and you can exhaust all of her dialogue and give her the Shabriri Grape. We'll be running into her later as well, 2 more times. She gives you a little emote. And now we're going to head on out. We're heading southwest to a cemetery. First we're going to hit up this church. Grab the sacred tear, and we're going to talk to this NPC right here. Exhaust all of his dialogue. Go ahead and spare him some runes if you wish. He has some not so great sorceries. The middle one's decent, but other than that you can exhaust it all the way, and we can head on to the cemetery where we will be picking up an Academy scroll. I have the list here backwards, so Thops NPC, Sacred Tear first, Academy Scroll second. And right over here is the cemetery, and you can farm these guys, I believe, for their Scythe, if you don't already have their Scythe. Now, a lot of the times during this video, just to save time on me editing the voice, because I kind of messed up on the original voiceover for this, I'm going to be coming in and giving some guidance throughout. However, I'm not going to be present the entire time, so try and keep track. I do have things fast forwarded, as I mentioned, or sped up. But pause whenever you feel the need to. Backtrack if you need to. But we are doing a complete walkthrough of Eastern Limgrave. So as long as you follow where I go, you should be good to go. And grab everything that we can get. And we have a camp here. We're just going to take out these enemies and grab what's inside. Alright, now we're going to go hit this Grace up, and then we can grab our map fragment. If you need anything from the merchant, go ahead and buy it. If you don't have a lantern yet, grab that. I'm going to get this cookbook. I'd recommend always getting the cookbooks. They're just really good to have, so you don't have to backtrack later on in the game and go grab them. So we head down this road and we will grab the map fragment right here and kill all these enemies. Alright, now our location is to go to the Purified Ruins. We're going to go back to the lake facing Cliff's Grace, where we started, and northeast of that we are going to do some jumping down. And after we reach the bottom, we're going to head northeast to a carriage and grab a pretty good polearm out of it. Or a heavy polearm, I can't remember exactly what the classification is. The Treespear. And here is our Treespear weapon. Grab that, and then we are going to head north to Liurnia Highway South Grace. And then we are going to head north to Liurnia Highway North Grace. So we're going to pick up these graces, fight a couple guys in between. There are some hovering balloon creatures that if you shoot them from a distance, you will get some runes. You can see one in the distance there. I'm just going to pull out whatever I have available, even if I can't quite reach the requirements. And I'm going to pop it. Alright, so from this side of Grace, we're going to go down here and take an immediate left, and you will see like the main ruin structure left right here, and this is your view now. I had to clip that out because I ran around looking for this spot. So from the Grace, head down to where I was going, take an immediate left, and you'll see exactly where I'm at. There's a bunch of enemies here. Feel free to summon. Get a little bit of help. Use those summons that you've been looting. They're so cool and they're a lot of fun. But you don't have to clear these guys out necessarily if you don't wish to. You can just skip ahead to the next section, but we are going to be going inside, and there is some wooden planks on the ground that we can roll into or jump on or hit, and we'll fall through to a little passage to grab our next set of loot. You can also run your horse through here. It's pretty funny. And here we have the Shabriri Grape for our quest, and the 2 Fingers Heirloom, which is awesome for faith builds. And we're going to go back to talk to Hyetta. Hyetta right now is not where she was. She is in this rune location just west of us. We've lost all her dialogue. And next we will be heading to the Cliffbottom Catacombs. And we'll be hitting a few things up on the way. So for right now we're going to go up to that bridge. If I didn't show how to get to that bridge, just travel up the road north and you will hit this. Once you get here, you can see Hyetta over here. Go exhaust all of her dialogue. Now we do not have another Shabriri Grape to give her. We will be getting that later. That will be in Western Liurnia, I believe. Which the next video will be central. So we'll have 3 parts to Liurnia. Unfortunately, it's so huge. And we're getting everything. Alright. Now that we are back at Highway North Grace, we can head northeast, examine this dungeon statue. It'll show you exactly where to go. Now it does run into the ground, but that's okay. Just keep going forward and you will find it. Now before we go into the dungeon though, we're going to go a little bit further and get a somber smithing stone. And then we're going to find the dungeon entrance. Alright, we are in Cliffbottom Catacombs. Grab that grace and let's head on in. Now when you take this elevator down, you'll probably want to hit the lever just to bring it back up. Might be a few deaths in here, it's a little bit difficult. But we're going to be picking up somber stone. Fuck these guys. Nox Mirrorhelm, the wonderful emote, a Scythe, a page summon, and a Kaiden summon. All pretty decent items that we're getting from here. Boss door. And we already know by now that you gotta watch your corners because these guys will ambush you. We're going to be coming back here to this area later, that one room, which we'll be jumping down on a cliff and finishing up this dungeon after we get a few things first. Oh, I dropped his head. Nice. Alright, so there are some ogre dudes in here. You can get backstabs and crits off on them. They are pretty tough. They do a lot of damage. They have grab attacks, so be careful of that. Do what you can. Keep trying. using that stone sword key. Gotta get rid of these guys first, or try to. I'd recommend waiting for that ogre to path around a little bit so he's not looking at you when you run up and take out the casters, but of course that's not what I did. He just knocks me down. And right over here we'll be grabbing, I think this might be our first rune arc, possibly second, if you bought any. And that's for the great rune that I was mentioning earlier. I think I died and came back. I had to do this again real quick. So let's hit the stone sword, or yeah, stone sword key, and get the Nox Mirrorhelm. Alright, we can see the lever down there. And there is an item right here, and there's enemies and a trap. So you can pull them out if you like. Take care of them out here a little easier. Hit the trap again, try and get them down. And we can grab our Scythe. Really good weapon. Alright, so now we can go back to the start if we die or just run back. And in that first room we go to that has the ledges that are missing, hop down in the bush, get a backstab on this dude. Do your best to take him out. There are multiples of these guys. So if you want to hide in the bush and wait till the one guy behind you is done pathing, you can. Or you can just run through it all and loot as much as you can before they kill you, if they kill you. I did notice for such big guys, they do get staggered pretty easily, unless they're in certain attack animations. So you can take good advantage of that and those traps. Now, I don't even know where I'm at right now. I'm just trying not to die, so I'm bringing them around, coming back to where we were, because I know there's no more there. And just trying to tunnel them into a smaller area. Walk around, find our emote that we were looking for. Head back up this way, and you'll see a ladder, and that is your cue that you are in the right area to get out of that basement section. So now we can grab this lever. And we're going to go right back into this room here that we came out of and grab one more item. I believe this is the page summon. Kill this big guy. And he will have an item that's right in front of him on that altar that we can grab. He also drops an axe. I don't think that it's guaranteed from him. That's why I didn't put it on the list, but if it is, grab it, get it. And here's the page summon. And let's go fight the boss now. Of course, if you need the rest up, go ahead and do that. If not, head to the boss room. Another watchdog. You guys already know the deal. Basically the same moveset with a couple things added. Alright, now that we're done there, we are going to be heading back to Liurnia Highway North, and we're going to be going to get another boat boss, the Tibia Mariner. So we are going to head up this way, kinda north-ish. Run through the woods and we will happen upon them. And the Tibia Mariner, of course, will give us another Deathroot to bring to our friend over in Caelid, the big Garrot guy. I forget his exact name. He gives you incantations. Make sure you guys are going back over there and turning in your Deathroots to him. Exhaust his dialogue. Alright, he's down. Now we got the Deathroot, we got the Skeletal Bandit summons, and there's a smithing stone right in the middle here, right where I'm at. I just missed it, but it takes me a bit to see it. And there it is right here. Now once we grab that, we're going to go to the artist shack up north. I love these artist shacks, and we're going to pick up the Ressurection Painting. I'm not going to go get the Ressurection Painting yet. We'll save that for another video. And once we are done here, right down the hill where we came is a knight that casts dragon incantations like lightning stuff. So we're going to kill him, get the Dragon Call prayer book, so we have cool incantations. And then we'll move on to Jarburg. That guy was a lot harder the first time I fought him. The first couple times, actually. So now we're going to head down this cliff and go to a little town known as Jarburg. And our little friend Bairn is over there. Grab some smithing stones. After this town, we're going to be heading to another open field area. Killing some cultists. That beetle had nothing, it just was refilling my FP flask, which I didn't even need. When you get down here, there's a smithing stone on this, oh shit. Okay. I start that over. When we get down here, there's a smithing stone on top of this roof. So make sure you get on that roof before you jump down into the ground like I just did. And we can go find Bairn. These are not him, he's actually right behind me. And exhaust all the dialogue, pick up all the loot that's on the ground. Hit the grace, all that. let's head back to the artist shack. And from here, I believe there is a smith and stone we missed earlier. Just check. Yep. Right there on the body. And there is a natural bridge of rock pillar right over here. We're going to take that across. And to the left here, we will have an enemy. I believe it's one of the only enemies that drops this incantation. It's the Briars of Sin. Really cool incantation, but the Thorn incantations aren't really super amazing, but it is very cool. So definitely use it if you want to. And then there is an encampment of enemies right down here. The only thing in here is the incantation Flame Cleanse Me, which is really nice to have. Alright, now that we're done here, our next step is the Church of Vows. Really cool church. It's got one of my favorite NPCs in it. Turtle Priest. First we're going to grab this Grace. We'll be using that Grace a couple times. And we're still at the same Grace. I just clipped this out and it's nighttime now. We'll run up the hill here, going northwest. There's a guy driving these machines and he's in the back of it. That's how you do damage to it, or you can jump on top and give it a backstab crit. Every time I jump off a cliff or something to get on top of these guys, I die. I miss. So I'm going to take my chances up here. Now let's head further up here. Pass all those losers. Grab the bottom, grab my runes, because I actually tried to jump off onto his head and died. Come to the Church of Vows. And exhaust all of Muriel's dialogue. I love this guy. I show him some kind of respect, right? And he's also someone whom we can learn spells and incantations off of, or sorcery spells and incantation spells. And we can turn in some books to him. Don't kill this dude. Now you can also fight the bell-bearing hunter here again, supposedly. I tried to get him to spawn here, I could not. So if you want to have another shot at him, if you missed out on him in Limgrave, try the same thing where you teleport away, come back, set it to nighttime. He should spawn in here. He hasn't for me. I didn't want to take too much time dealing with that. So I'm going to save him for maybe the next time that we run into him. He has quite a few locations that he can spawn in. So, and I'm not terribly in need of what he drops. However, he does drop very cool stuff. So I would highly recommend actually killing him. Now over here we have a statue where you can atone yourself for past sins, which means you can, I guess, reset NPCs that you've killed that are quests, but it doesn't work on all quest NPCs, so you're gonna have to Google that. Google that, because I am unaware of exactly what it does for you. I've done it a couple times, but it's been a while. So you can grab that chest, get the golden sewing needle and the golden tailoring tool for our boy Boc. And then we're going to go ahead and grab a stone sword key. And then we are going to go into a underground area of this game, the Ainsel River. This is the south section. And that is in this little building that I'm at right now, fighting this guy. Alright, so now that he's dead, we're going to go behind this building, grab the stone sword key so we have it. There is a rune bear in here, so just be aware of that. He is right there. So go all the way to the back. There's a little cut you can take. I just passed it, so I'm going to turn around here because I realized this is not where it's at. And I'm going to go in this little rock formation and grab that stone sword key. And then we're going to go back to that building and go down into not a dungeon, but a completely different part of the game. And you better believe there's plenty more areas like this that are not complete shit like this one is. This one's a little annoying, but the other areas that are underground are very, very cool. Alright, we are here. Let's get it. Plenty of smithing stones. I'm not even gonna call them out. Just do your thing and loot stuff. There's ants here. The ants have a range attack that completely destroys your health, so be careful of that. Can't go any further here, so we're gonna turn back and start taking out these ants. Good luck, guys. My first playthrough, I think, on this game, maybe even my first 2 or 3, I completely avoided this place because I'm not a big fan of the ants. I don't really like ants as enemies as it is, and bugs aren't really my thing, so kind of makes me really anxious running through here. So I try not to if I don't need to, but I need to for you guys, so that's what we're doing. So we grabbed a Grace Mimic. Oh, I don't think we grabbed that yet. We just grabbed the smithing stone, and then we can grab the Grace Mimic. Everything in here is pretty spread out, so there it is. Yeah, that's the last thing we pick up till we get to a merchant, I believe, that has the Nomadic Cookbook and the Perfumer's Cookbook. So just keep following my steps here. You can't really get lost because you either get turned around to where you were or there's a dead end. So it's not really as terrible as it looks being an underground cave system. Again, this is like the worst underground area in this game. All the other areas are pretty alright, well, except for that Lake of Rot. Alright, we can go right through this area, pick up what you want, kill them if you want. I'd recommend just killing them because we're coming back through anyway. I probably died here and just clipped it out. So we're going all the way through, hanging to the left, grab some arrows, grab some smithing stones, and then we can go up and activate this grace so we have it. And definitely read these messages and do what they say, or don't. Definitely don't. Let's grab the grace here, and we're going to backtrack. Hop on off, back where we came. And there is a little section right here where you can jump up on these rocks here. And this will take us to our next area. There's a big queen in the middle. One blow to her big ass will kill her. So just go up and pop her real quick. Get what she drops, which I think is just runes. Yeah, a lot of good golden runes. Oh yeah, the rune art. Need those. Kill the ants, leave the ants. Just do whatever you want with them. I'm leaving them. But what I'm going to do here is actually tunnel them through here and lightning bolt them one by one. Do watch out for that. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Those things almost one-shot me. I have not been putting a lot into my health. So now that we're here, you can turn around, kill them if you like. Now if you charge the lightning spear up, it'll do an extra it'll damage enemies that are near the enemy you're hitting, but these guys are just not close enough. Lightning spear is a really good incantation. It's one of the best ones. So come back here, just follow my steps. We're gonna hop down, grab items. Yeah, you can start by crouching and these guys won't even notice you, but they already noticed me. Get the Celestial Dew. That Celestial Dew is actually pretty important. That will make it so that you can go back to the Church of Vows and reset like NPC deaths if you wish. However, I would still Google it to make sure everything works as intended, or if they patch certain things out, because I know it didn't work properly whenever the game first came out. So when we're down here, we're not really going anywhere. We're heading back kind of the way we came into these big doors here. Not the big doors that they're all standing around, but the one with the elevator. We're going to do a quick lap because I completely missed the lever there. I don't know what I'm doing. Pull the lever, wait for the elevator to come down, take it up, hit the Site of Grace, and come back down here to finish off the dungeon, or this area of the lands between. Alright, so instead of going into that door, we're going to go the same area. However, we're going to go this way, right behind this statue, through the little tunnel. It gives you a bit better of a spot to start. Now there is a big boss up there. I'm not even going to worry about telling you what he is. You'll figure that out later in the game. But he's going to be shooting some really sick gravity spells at you. Unfortunately, you don't have them yet, but we will. And we're going to time it just right so when he's almost done with his spell, we're going to run up and kill him. He's very easy if you're melee or range. You can just kind of stand underneath him. So let's let him do his thing and start running. I could have dodged more. So we're going to wait right here until he does it again and run up and smack him a few times. Now the only other thing in this area of the game here is just random loot down there where all those enemies were. So after killing this guy, we're basically just going to be picking stuff up from down there, and we're going to be getting our nomadic cookbook and perfumer's cookbook from the merchant below us. Alright, now we're going to go get the big boss of the Ainsel River south here. So we're going to head down here into the little creek. Grab the grace here. Then we're going to head further in. You can sneak up on these first two. I'm not being very sneaky though. Get our immunizing horn charm. Get some more glovewort. Fuck these ants. keep heading on into it. These guys do Death Blight. You do not want that status to get a full bar or you will die. So you want to stay away from them when they do their attacks. They aren't very strong though, and once you kill them, head back into that cave that they were in. Go all the way to the end. There will be ones that will ambush you, so keep an eye out. Alright, once we get our Somber Stone, we're going to head back in. Now, if you didn't die where I just died because I fell off the edge, I'm trying to take a picture of my character, you will not have to kill these guys again. There are no more. I just ran through to pick up the stone and come back. So we come back through, we bank left, we want to run all the way through here, and we are going to hit our main man, the Dragonkin Soldier. These guys are pretty difficult. However, the loot is worth it. So keep on trying. And look at the scenery, it's sick. Alright, now we are going to be going to the Black Knife Catacombs from our previous site of grace, which is all the way up here where my marker is right now. So let's take a run. Alright, we're going to be coming right back to kill this guy. Get the grace first. You are invulnerable to damage while you are opening doors. And he does drop his chest piece, which is pretty nice. It has that cool little flare on the top there. Oh man, you really got me cornered here. Alright, we're definitely putting that on with the fucking scarab helmet, because why not? So these guys right here, they're gonna keep getting summoned until you kill the summoner. So let's use this stone sword key real quick. You just gotta get past these guys. They will keep coming back. Get Ross's axe. Decent little thing. Now these guys, I think we've run into these once before. We're gonna hop up on this blade right here and hop over to the ledge. Ugh. Kill the summoner, which kills the skeletons. These skeletons are dastardly. And once he's down, we're going to keep going. These guys are not summoned. They don't have that black flame type of effect coming out of them. Alright, here is a hidden path, and we're going to go kill a Black Knife Assassin. Get the Assassin's Cerulean Dagger, Talisman, and the Black Knife Print. Alright, now all that's left is we're going to be heading to the boss. But first we have to run down here, open up the boss door. This place is filled with enemies and two big ass crabs, so any of the loot that you see me go for, just run and get it, and then run to the ladder that I run to and hop out of there. So let's open this door. Grab as much as you can. There's the ladder. the biggest thing you want back here is from this body here. That's the rune arc. Everything else is crafting materials, and so let's get out of here. I did not get out of there, so I died, came right back. That's okay though, because we just need the boss door now. So let's go kill the boss. And we have another cemetery shade. Easy. Alright, we got a few more locations to go through here, and we're going to go... This area right here is a little difficult. It was difficult for me to track and keep my bearings correct. I could have done a little bit better with the recordings here, but it is what it is. You're basically just running through, you're looking for this statue. And we're going to go hit up the 2 mausoleums and another Erdtree Avatar, our good friends, mommies. So at this statue, you're going to take a cut right through the right, and you will see the walking mausoleum ahead then. And there is a grace site to the left of us that you can grab. I'm going to cut through this. You already know how to kill these guys. He just died. I'm right where he is. If you head up this little cliff right here, you can grab a shield. Now right down where I'm looking, there is this exact grace. Just hop down and grab it. Come back up to the mausoleum, and we're going to run right past him. And we're going to go to our next walking mausoleum. And right up this path right here. And there is a site of grace I'm going to grab right before we take this guy down. And here it is right here. So again, I'm going to cut through me taking down the mausoleum just to save some time. You guys know how it works. So once that's down, we're going to go get the Erdtree Avatar. And we're going to be getting a Magic Shrouding Cracked Tear, a Lightning Shrouded Cracked Tear, and a Holy Shrouding Cracked Tear. A lot of good loot. These guys here, you can pull all them back and kill them without aggroing the Erdtree. I usually do it without a summon, just because the summon might run up there and aggro the Erdtree. I don't really want that to happen, because they'll just all kill my summon, and I won't have a good aggro pooler for the first bit of this fight. Let's do it. Now we're going to go to Bellum Church. We're going to grab the Stalwart Horn Charm. And then head over to East Raya Lurcaria Great. East Raya Lurcaria Gate Grace. I'm really having a tough time with words every time. So we hop down here. There's a rune bear right there that just snatched the shit out of me. There's something that I was looking for in here. I don't think there was anything in here else to grab. So we're just going to move on. And we are moving on right up to this cliff. This guy's shooting us with his snipe. Right where we see all these bloodstains, we're going to start climbing down and hit the Raya Lurcaria Gate Grace. Alright, now that we have that grace, we are going to set it to nighttime so we can kill the Knight's Cavalry that spawns right up this road here to the north. He will give us his Knight Rider Glaive, which is pretty cool, and his Ash of War Giant Hunt, which is, I think, a really good thrusting weapon, or thrusting Ash of War. Pretty impactful. Just checking this out real quick. Alright, so let's head back here. Now we're going to talk to the Finger Maiden. I actually accidentally hit her and she like teleported somewhere. So now I'm going back to Raya Lurcaria Gate Grace, same one we were just at, and Boc appeared, so I'm going to exhaust his dialogue. And we're going to go to Bellum Church. So we hop down, we start making our way over here. There are going to be these two knights, one of them, two horseback knights. One of them is right here, the other one's a little bit deeper into the forest here, patrolling around. You will see them for sure. Go ahead and take them out. Who knows what they're going to drop for you. I think one of these guys dropped their helmet for me. Alright, so I found him here. It took me a little bit. Still in the same little forest area though. It didn't really even move much. So I have dual sights on now because it's super cool. In my left hand I have the scythe we found in that catacomb. In the right I have the winged scythe. And that has a pretty nice Ash of War on it. And I put the I forget exactly what it's called, the Sacred Blade, I think Ash wore on my left-hand scythe. So now that we're at Bellum Church, grab the Grace, grab the Sacred Tear, and it's going to be a little bit, but we're going to grab this Somber Stone as well. So here's a merchant, buy up what he has. You might have a cookbook in there. I might have forgot to add that, but definitely check it out. Kill these dudes that totally destroyed me. I always underestimate these guys. They're just unbreakable. And we're going to head down here into this little ravine thing that has these big, I don't even know what they are. I think they have something to do with the octopus dudes, but they're just like weird squid belly things. I don't even know what I'd call them. I know they have a name, but this guy's giving me a lot more trouble than I thought. That shield is really nice though. Didn't want to drop nothing. So we come down here. If you take a right when we come down, keep going straight, you can grab this Sacred Tear real quick. Or I'm sorry, not the Sacred Tear. This is a golden seed. Grab the golden seed. And then head back and just keep following the river, and we'll pick up a Somber Stone as well as another Grace. And the Somber Stone we have coming up is right up here on to the right. There we go. And then we are going to be heading south from here. We are at Bellum Church. And from Bellum Church, we are going to the Frenzied Flame Village, which is the last part of our playthrough here, walkthrough of Eastern Liurnia. Some of the coolest items we grab from here, so definitely make sure you come do this. And we're still on the main road right here. I'm just getting a little sidetracked. Gonna keep heading up. Get distracted by everything. Just trying to orient myself because I'm used to going to the Frenzied Flame Village one way and one way only. So that's the way I'm taking. You guys can probably tell where I'm at here. We're just riding up the side of the big cliff wall to the northeast. A lightning bolt. Grab that egg. And we are going to jump down onto this little structure here. I just wanted to come up for that. Next, we're gonna head toward this big opening in the cliffside right there. First, we're gonna go down here and take out some of these dudes, and we're gonna grab our great mace. Grabbed our great mace. Now let's go into this structure here. This is the Lift of Dectus. We need this to progress through the game, but for right now we do not have the other half of the Dectus medallion, so we must wait until we have that. But let's get the grace for right now so we have it. And you guys can do your chat with Melina. Do make sure you pay attention to the dialogues. They are quite important. I'm just speeding through them because I don't have much need to listen to them again, and for the sake of making this video quicker, more compact. So now let's go to Frenzied Flame Village. Now when we approach this area, there will be a tower up here that we're going to be going up. It's right up there. And there will be a Frenzied Flame on top of it that's being summoned. It will build up stacks of madness on you, which will just stun lock you and do some damage. So just wait for it to go away. Run up here, it'll come back, but that's alright, we're covered right now. Grab those bolts. Once it's gone, head to the tower. Climb up the ladders after you kill these frenzied mice, rats. Remember, these guys are dangerous. Alright, let's go up here, kill the guys up top, and we will grab our Howl of Shabriri incantation, which is kind of cool. All of the frenzied abilities and weapons are pretty sweet. However, this one in particular is not like nowhere near the other ones. It's great though. PvP, it's pretty good. Oh, I built up madness too much. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm just showing the path real quick that we took to get to this tower. Now let's go grab this little grace right here. And part 1 will be done here soon once we have the Frenzied Cookbook and Shabriri's Woe. This little village right here, we're just going to take everyone out. got the talisman. Now for part 2. And this is where it gets good. Site of Grace right up here we're going to hit. And we are going to be invaded by another Tarnished, whose name is Vike. And Vike is the main frenzied flame dude, you could say, whatever you want to call it. He is also the dude on the cover of the Elden Ring game cover. He is that dude. We're going to be getting his polearm, or his spear, which is by far one of my top 5 favorite weapons in the game. I'm not going to be using it right now because I use it pretty much as my main build for my main character, so I don't really want to go back and just use that for a whole damn walkthrough again. But this guy is pretty difficult. I didn't really check if I could summon. I don't think I can. I don't see the summon sign. But we're going to 1v1 this guy because I think he honestly deserves it. If you can kill him, good for you. If not, keep coming back and trying. Every time you get hit by him, it sucks. So just try and dodge. Or grab a shield with 100% negation. So there we go. Got the boar spear and the fingerprint grape. Now I did equip the spear because I'm just going to use it maybe a couple times. Because why not? That scarab didn't mean anything. We're going to go grab a stone sword key down here real quick. First we're going to grab these great runes, because why not? Still trying to reach a maximum of level 150. I might go to 175 or 200, I'm not sure, but 150 seems like a good spot for this character for a walkthrough. Now that I've got those runes, let's go get this stone sword. I'm sorry, we have to get Frenzied Burst. We have to get Frenzied Burst first. The best, well, one of the best incantations. And this scarab right here will hold it for us. Very difficult to get. I almost lost it. It's probably better if once you hit it and get it slowed to jump off your mount, but I luckily got it, and there's the Frenzied Burst incantation. Such a good incantation. Now let me get these back on here. I'm having too much fun with the sites, to be honest. So we're going to go back through this village here, the Frenzied Flame village, which we visited before. Go up to the tower, up to where we met up with Vike. And before we get to Vike, we're going to take a left, go to this other tower, jump down on the ramparts, and grab our stone sword key that I had promised earlier. And once we grab that, we can head back up to where we fought Vike, where we just were. Grab a sacred tier, grab a maiden armor set, and grab the Frenzy Flame stone to finish off this video. Alright, we're at the Church of Inhibition. Let's get these items. Get that grace. Now we do have one more quick step here. After we grab all this stuff here, we're gonna head back to Liurnia Highway North Grace. Alright. And we are going to use the teleporter, the Waygate, in the runes that we had talked with Hyetta at to go to Raya Lurcaria Academy. But before we get to that Waygate, we're going to just kill some enemies real quick to pick up the Frenzied Flame Stone. Now you don't have to kill these guys, you can just grab the items from the middle of those bodies sitting there. Just run up, grab them, die if you want, and get out of there. But I'm going to just kill them because I want the runes and I want to kill stuff. Alright, now we're going to go to the Purified Ruins, last part of this playthrough, I promise, and we are going to be doing just as I said previously. Hit the Waygate, and then we're going to grab the grace. And I'll see you guys in the walkthrough for Central Liurnia right after this. Have that up in a couple of days. Possibly tomorrow morning. That'd be nice. Once again, guys, I really appreciate you guys stopping by and making it through the video. I hope you guys have learned things, gotten everything that you needed from it. If you have, like the video, subscribe, check my channel out. I'm a new content creator, everything helps. Appreciate it. Stay cool, guys.